All right, anatomy students, welcome back. This is the muscle portion of the dissection video. So our goal here is to do what is called tease out the muscles. So there are two steps that we have to do to tease these out. Step one is a labor-intensive, not fun job, and that is to expose the muscles here by getting the fat off of them, okay? So as we look at this, there is striations here, and one of the things you can do with this is you can kind of force the muscles into their relaxed and then force them to stretch them, okay? So this would be their actual action as they would do this for this group of muscles, and then they would stretch. And then what we're going to do is we remove the fat is we were going to find the tendon lines between the muscles, okay? And that's what's going to help us. So with this, I've got a sharp probe, a blunt probe, okay? And that's about what I'm going to use for this to get the fat off to expose the chest muscles. So what we're going to look for today are 4 chest muscles. So when we look at the cat dissection diagram here that we have over here on this side are 4 muscles. Okay, the pectoantebrachialis, the pectoralis major, and the pectoralis minor. Okay, so those are 4 muscles that are going to all be involved in adduction of the cat's paws, so to speak, bringing them together. Okay, you don't have a pectoantebrachialis, but you have the others. Now, in the cat, the pectoralis minor is actually fairly large. In the humans, it's really, really small. The major is much, much bigger. So again, what I'm going to do is kind of stretch the muscles, and I'm going to rub, okay, and see if what I can do just with a gloved fingernail, okay, and see if I can start to see striations. And there's obviously a cat here, there. So I can see some of the striations and some of the movement between them. So again, I'm just going to kind of pluck some of this fat material off, okay? And again, skill level a little higher. A couple of years of doing this, I'm going to just kind of use a scalpel here to expedite the process, so it's not something that we are doing that. Okay. So what I start to see here is in this, I can see the striations of the pectoantebrachialis, and I start to see a little bit of the other. So I actually am going to get my tweezers or forceps out a little bit here and start to kind of pull up and kind of help me with my fingers get to the point where I can see the difference between that. And then we start to see, okay, is this going to be muscle? Okay, and we want to be careful over here in the arm region because one of these muscles, and if you listen to the name, it'll help you figure it out, xiphi humoralis. So it's going to go from the humerus across into the xiphoid process of the cat. So with that, we want to be careful because it actually is a muscle that can often get torn up if you pull this fat material off too much. So we want to be careful about that. And it's also one of the reasons why we do the other muscles first, and then we can start to trace back. So again, as I start to see on this side, I start to see some separation here, okay, in these muscles, okay? And what the rule would have been, had you been here, is find them on one side. One side might be better, and some students' cats would have been even better. And what would have happened is if we would have got this cat open and I would not have had very defined muscles, or the cat would have been dried out a lot, I would have probably switched cats on you because we need the muscles to be pretty defined for our demonstration here, okay? So again, what I've got to do is just kind of pull this fatty material away, and then I take my blunt probe, and I need to remember to watch the camera instead of watching my cat. Okay, so I'm going to take my blunt probe, and I'm going to try to see if I can find the tendon lines and start to outline those. Okay, so as I do that, okay, as I get in here, I'm going to start to see that I can see some of the muscles start to form. And what you start to see as I kind of push in that is right here, okay, is a line that's starting to form. I think you kind of see that little bit of a dense line there, okay? And I'm just going to push down on it with my blunt probe, and what it'll start to do is it'll start to make an indentation, okay? And then if I come up here, I can start to see that that muscle also does this. So if you can see here and here, that's the outline of that muscle. So if we go back and look at our diagram, okay, the antebrachialis is right here, okay? And it does that. It goes across. Now it sits on top of. So what you got to be careful of, the antebrachialis goes like this. The major runs at an angle underneath. So we're dissecting and pulling out this muscle, but we don't want to cut the one underneath. So what we want to do is tease out so we can lift this one up and expose it, okay, and then have the other one be exposed underneath, okay? So that's what I'm going to try to do there. Now what happens is once I've got that, there's two things that you can do. One is to take the needle probe, okay, and make a faint line over top, okay, to start to get that out of there. If you think you've got it, and I know I've got the top, then you can take the scalpel and make a very light trace, okay, kind of like you would with a fine pencil, okay? And I'm going to barely trace this muscle. You can always cut less and keep going. You can never go back and uncut. And with that, what happens is, as I start to do this, okay, I can start to work my way underneath the muscle. See that? See how I'm underneath there? Okay, and now I can start to see some separation of that muscle, okay, from the other muscle, okay? And part of the thing we'll be able to do as we get this teased out, okay, from the chest to here, okay, is as we go underneath and get that muscle itself separated from the underlying muscles, okay, what will start to happen is if I take that muscle itself and I pull it, okay, watch the cat paw, okay? If I were to shorten that muscle, that pulls the cat's paw in an adduction fashion. Okay, you can start to see some underlying muscle tissue under there. Okay, so that's the process of teasing. Okay, and now as I start to do that, see how that line has started to show. I don't know how good it looks on the camera. Okay, oh, I want the probe. Okay, I have a faint line right here that's starting to appear to show me the other edge of the antebrachialis. So let's see if Mr. Boyd can do left-handed cut with a scalpel while holding up. So there we go. See how I'm barely tracing it? I'm just cutting through soft, connective tissue to get this muscle up above the others, and trying my best to let the one below, the pectoralis major, stay intact. Okay. So now I'm going to come through on this side, okay, and try and cut the antebrachialis from the major. That, again, is what we call teasing, okay? So the antebrachialis should go across like this, okay, oops, and the major should go at an angle, okay, to it. Actually, it goes at an angle like that, okay? And that's what we're doing in trying to separate the difference between those two, okay? So that's what we're trying to do. That's what we call the process of teasing, okay? And then what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and tease these out, and then I'll make a second muscle video of the chest and help you guys see what's what there.